everybody, and welcome to another video. It's Show 233 here, and today we are going to be doing some more redstone. And there's a skeleton right there. Today we are building a seamless, like a staircase thing. We have a staircase. I place level down right here. It will open up completely. Now I could set a T-top flip-flop onto it, so that way I can place a button or place a redstone torch. Would be really nice. I want to like place a redstone torch just on it, and I'd break it immediately. I could do that. I can show you how to do that. I'll show you how to do that later. And I get into my secret cave, right? But it's completely seamless. You can't see any of the pistons until it's open. And it closes pretty fast. The opening is a little slow, but I'll show you why. Now we just have to go to our redstone world, so that way I can show you the redstone and how to build this. Let's do it. So basically what I have set up here is a staircase, right? You have this set up, and this uses slime mechanics, and I'll use slimes to bring these full, and then these ones are pushed up by double piston extender. Now, the big problem, annoying thing with making a door like this is trying to power the middle block. So I kind of went a different approach for this. Let me show you. As you see, if I click this button, level, when it goes up pretty fast. But when it goes down, it like goes down and back up and down. It's like, wait, what just happened? And it's like, oh, that must be a glitch, but it made it go down, so he didn't care. But no, I actually did that on purpose. I built a little showcase thing right over here to show you exactly why it's doing that. We have these slime blocks, pistons, a lot of redstone around, not a lot of redstone, but a good amount of redstone. We have the absorbers connected to slime blocks, which are being moved, and this piston is pulling the absorbers and slime blocks and these blocks all the way down. Now here's the whole point of it going like up and down, you know, see that it goes down and back up. So we have these repeaters that I can easily power, right, with just a level right here, okay? Then I'll go ahead and put level onto this one so I can power that. When I grab a absorber and a piston, if I take a piston and I place the absorber down, and then I grab my sticky piston, I easily have a T-top flip-flop right here, okay? Or monostable circuit, right? It will spit out the block, bring it back, spit out the block. Whenever it moves, it creates a block update whenever the absorber moves. So we have these full section, and basically the reason I went up and down is actually really cool. See, when it went down, it grabbed it again. And then these would be like this. Let's do this. So that's how the slime it is. So when it opens, okay, it starts out like this, or like that. So it starts out like that when it's like closed. See, if I place a thing right here, and then a thing right here, like this is the closed of the staircase, right? So it will just move these two staircases, these two right here. But if I grab this block right here and I bring it down, nothing happens, okay? But the problem is I want to bring this down first, okay? Before I actually bring this down, because I want this one, when the absorbers move, I want to power this, okay? Because these absorbers are actually being used to power these. Okay, but the problem is it doesn't move because we have over 12 blocks. We have 3 slimes, 4 slimes that's moving, 3 absorbers, and 3 slabs, and that's just 9, 10 right here if you look at it. But these 3 pistons all trying to connect to it, and it's trying to move those 2, so it can't move. So basically what I had to do is I had to bring this one down first, okay, and then I had to bring this down, and that's why you could barely see what on the opening. You could barely see this pistons a tiny bit because it brought that down. A second, like a tick later, it brought this up, and then brought this up and grabbed that. The absorbers moved, creating a block update, grabbing these. Then it brought this back down, or brought this one back down, and then brought this one back down. And when it brought it back down, it automatically did another block update, grabbed that. And that was the opening of it, okay? So as you see, it just opened like that, and this is what kind of makes it seamless because all the redstone's still underground. Technically, if you want to count it, this technically is a hipster door also, hipster stair case door. You know, that's the whole section. Now the closing is super easy, okay? The closing is literally just flick this, boom, door's closed. Okay, there's nothing to that. Actually, when I was building this, I actually expected to do a little timing on it, and then as soon as after I built the opening, because the opening was the hard part, I look at it and go, wait, no, this will work for closing. So I just flick the level and it worked. It's actually kind of great. So with the level here, how I would connect a T-top flip-flop is to power this redstone lamp, which the absorber detects. It does an update from when I do this, have an update, and piston. Absorber will detect when there's an update from the piston, or from the redstone lamp whenever it's powered. Meaning, so that way I can use this. When I power this redstone block, I can use it to open and close the whole circuit. Okay, so here's what I did. I already have this set up, so I'll go ahead and just use this. I first took this, brought this down. I'm like, okay, so I need this. As you see, we have some obsidian here, which obsidian is, and on the other one we had glazed terracotta, the very start of the episode, because glazed terracotta cannot be moved. But cannot be moved by slime blocks, like cannot be pulled by slime blocks, and neither can obsidian, so that way they can touch. You're going to have something in this contraption right here. So I grabbed, so that way when I placed a lever right here, the absorber would detect this every single time, and from there I placed a block down, and I put redstone on each side, because one redstone will go for this part, to this thing, the other part of redstone will go this way, okay? Took some redstone, and I made a 3-tick delay going into a redstone torch right here. Okay, so 3-tick delay is timing. You can do 2-tick delay to get the right thing, but I needed this one to go down right before. So this one has a very small delay, and then this one goes down, and then as soon as that goes down, this one will go ahead and go down, and then this one will go back up, so that way it can do its job, and then this will go back down, for closing, right, or the opening. So I started with the opening. And that's what's supposed to do. Remember, it's supposed to go back and forth. So we have this one, 3-tick delay, and then from there on, I went ahead and built a little over here. And as you remember, I needed that 2-tick delay on the other side. So if you come up here, I have 2-tick delay going to this torch, which is powering these, just like up there. So let's go ahead and go a few blocks over, 4 blocks over, and then 5 blocks over. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, basically, and then go down a little to a redstone torch that's right here with a repeater right here. This one will be set to 2 ticks right in there. That's what it works. And then you grab your redstone and just grab your redstone all the way around. Okay, so this will reach all the way over here. Don't worry, it won't run out because that's way less than 15. I don't know, it's way less, but you can definitely tell it's less than 15 just by looking at it. I'll bring this down. Bring this over. 4, 2, 1, power. And then under here I placed the redstone torch so that way that would connect. And I just brought this around. We have to connect this to a T-top flip-flop. If you come over here, there is a monostable circuit / T-top flip-flop connecting to keep this unpowered. Okay, so 4 plus 2, 6, 7 ticks later. Okay, and then over here we have the exact same thing, but it says 7 ticks later. It's 9 ticks later. Okay, so it does this one, and then 2 ticks later it'll do this one. Okay, and they're both T-top flip-flops. So let's go over here. Let's go ahead and place in our T-top flip-flop. Bring this forwards. This there. This there. And then I brought it here. I placed a redstone torch on this, and then some power over there. Oh, that's right there. Oops. So I did put it. Okay, so I brought it in. So the absorber is going into this, over this, with a redstone torch right there, and a block right there, and then just some redstone right there. Okay, so this will 7 ticks later after the original switch, it will come over here and flitch this, creating a T-top flip-flop coming into this. So that way this will stay down, because this will be unpowered, so it'll stay down. After that, we have a 9-tick delay, so we place one redstone right here. Oops. Place one redstone right here, and set that to both of those to full, and then 1-tick delay, and we have the exact same thing, just another T-top flip-flop. Go ahead and do this. Bring a block out, so that way you can connect it. Bring this right here, and we go have already another T-top flip-flop in all crisp. So boom, another T-top flip-flop. And you like look at this thing, it's like, okay, that makes sense. So you bring it, basically what's happening is this is coming over here, forced over here, it's unpowering this so it can come down, and then this one can come down, and then 7 ticks later it will. I tried to make this thing faster, but it needs 7 ticks so that way it can go and do. It's actually quite a bit more than 7 ticks, which is why I expected it to be less than that because of these. It's more than 2 ticks plus those. That's also 2 ticks. Yeah. And you bring that in. That's why it actually takes so long to open. It doesn't open completely perfectly yet. Yes, that was my mistake. I knew it. I knew I did something wrong. This happened last time. Yeah, this happened last time. You have a place to keep those there. Kind of just have to bring this over here. This right there. Place this here with a redstone torch right there. So let's go ahead and try this again. I broke it, but go ahead and just reset it. If it ever does this in the middle, you just kind of have to reset it every single time, which isn't very hard to reset. Maybe if you can survive mode, it's a little more annoying, but creative mode is super easy to reset. And that is almost completed. So as you see, it just unset all of those, but you watch. Okay, after you do all that, make sure you get in bugs. I did notice one thing. This is power. That's one thing I do make a lot of mistakes for that kind of thing. I kind of have to bring this out one more, right? And then I can grab my absorber that I had there, place it in, and there you go. That should, hopefully, let's go ahead and try it out. It should be fully functional. Back to the settings, you know. Make sure it's not over the blocks. It needs to be start as like that, and so close. Okay, so we have some bugs fixed. Let's check the whole thing out. Remember, we need to bring that down. I'm noticing this for some reason, odd reason. It's not. This one's not working. Well, what do you know? It worked. It's one of those things. You got the one piece of redstone. The whole thing's like not working. You got like forget to place in one piece of redstone. It's redstone. I don't know if that was hard to understand, but basically what was supposed to happen was this. Okay, just make sure you do understand. This for the at least closing. Start with the closing. This needs to go up. That goes up. Boom, close. Because as soon as this goes up, the absorbers will power these blocks, and slime blocks, even though they're all transparent, like you can see through them, like definition of transparent.
Transparent. Of a material or article, allowing light to pass through so that objects behind can be distinctly seen.
They're solid blocks. They're not transparent blocks, which kind of doesn't make sense. But then, as you see here, we have to bring this one down, so that way the slime blocks can move down, and then do that. You have to bring it back up. Slime blocks will grab it, bring it back down. Slime blocks will grab it. Boom, you got it. Slime blocks don't grab it, but actually just the absorbers detect it and goes. Okay, put all the blocks back. That way it should open and close functionally. Okay, now that is open, close, and functioning, and it is seamless as we showed you before in the cave one. It's seamless. It's not flush because it's stairless, but you can't find it's flush for stairs. You know, yeah. Okay. How to add most T-top flip-flops, redstone torches, other activation other than levels, because levels are just annoying. So one of my favorite is the redstone torch, but then there's a T-top flip-flop. So I'll go ahead and just at least do the redstone torch one. You have redstone torch, okay? Redstone torch. You break the normal thing. When redstone torch does that, right here, okay, you place it on the side of the block, it will power this piston. You see that piston is powered. The thing is, with this part, you actually need a absorber. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this, and let's do this so it brings an absorber down we can put a sticky piston in there because that's the block that it will place on side of. We'll grab a hopple. We'll grab 2 hopples, okay? And we will power from that hopple. And then after that, we will grab top hopple. Let's put power from top hopple. Grab this, and let's place a block there, okay? This should, as you see, it grabs the block, breaks the thing, okay? And then out of this hopple, you have your 1-tick pulse that you need. Or dropple, okay? So, and you just do that. So, once I do this, door closes, I do this, the door opens. So, you got that set up. That's what you want to do if you want a torch setup. So, that's a very easy setup. I mean, it can be slow because of the amount of observables I actually had to use since it's not sideways like that, but that's what kind of makes it flush. Now let's go ahead and T-top flip-flop. Okay, you kind of have the same basics. It's just this T-top flip-flops are like the easiest thing to make ever, okay? This is all you have to do. Ready for this? You grab a piston. You grab your observer, okay? If you want them to do a button, okay? You grab the observer. You grab your redstone. You place your redstone right here. You grab your button. You place your button. Oh look, it opened. You place your button. Oh look, it closed. Now it's like often T-top flip-flops people want to do it because they want to be able to click it, walk through, and then click it on the inside. So you click it, you break your button so that way you can walk through. Okay. Often, since this is supposed to be a seamless door, you have your let me walk over here. You have your slabs or your stone from the first one, and you come. So an easy way to set it up is just easily set up like this. You have observer with a button, okay, and you take it and you put it into this, okay. As long as you put it, the observer connected to this whole strip right here, okay, coming through here to this whole thing, you'll be fine, okay. If anywhere else, it won't work, but you connect it there, and you should just close right behind you. So you come in, you place your button, you let it open, you break it, you bring it in, and do this. You place it again. Same with the torch one. Once you place the torch, you broke it, you walk in, then you place the button again. And then you can walk out by opening it and place your button or your torch depending on what you're using and close it up. Thank you guys so much for watching this. This has been awesome. With the redstone, I've been doing more redstone recently on 1.14.4. I usually just do it 1.12.2. I haven't really done much 1.14.4 mainly because I lagged my old computer. So I haven't done much on 1.14.4, but I have built a bunch, like 3 useless machines, and I want to make a whole series of useless machines, so that would be great. Comment down below if you want to see one of those. And tell me what you think of this, tell me what else I should make, and just what you think of it. Thank you so much. Make sure to subscribe, and goodbye.